So this is my cluster of Echeveria Schichi-kuksi, if I can take it out. Hello there, my name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. So this Echeveria Schichi-kuksi, I like that name, Schichi-kuksi. It's like a very cute name. This one is believed to be, according to my research, it was brought into Australia in 1980 and it's supposed to be a pulidonis cross elegans hybrid. But on other sites it says it's a lindsayana elegans hybrid. So I don't know which is which. So this is my Echeveria pulidonis, and apparently one of the sites says that they've taken this plant and cross it with an elegans. So this is my elegans Mexican snowball. I don't know if this is actually the plant that they cross it with, so as to produce this baby here. Okay, so if you get that one and get that one, mix it all up, you'll come up with this. So maybe I can see the clustering from the pulidonis here. Now another site also says that it is a cross between the lindsayana over here and also this elegans. So maybe that's where the color comes in. If you mix the two together, so maybe, so it's really, so I don't know, but nevertheless, we end up with Echeveria Schichi-kuksi. And Schichi-kuksi here is such a beautiful plant. They're only small, and okay, this one is grown in a pot. And from one plant, it clustered up to so many that needs to be cleaned up. So this one's just been growing out there in the frost, out in the open. And also, so as this one here. But this one here is sort of still protected because, okay, I'm just gonna pull back here. I got my little potty thing there. So any structure that sort of goes like that still somehow protects the plant below. Whereas this one here is grown out in the garden at the back there, out in the open, just like that. So the result is a very, very much colorful plant compared to this one. But this one now, you can still see that they're all clustered up like small ones, and it's just gorgeous. So I actually have a lot of elegans. This is Mexican snowball planted in my front garden, and it's been a very, very hardy plant. And so as my Schichi-kuksi. So I have my Schichi-kuksi growing out there. So they're very easy to look after. Watering is, I water it when I remember. And if they get a lot of rain as well, they get watered too much, it doesn't really worry them. They just grow really big, like this one. So this is planted in my master succulent soil mix. It has a pot of its own, but I planted like one small plant, like say that size. So from that size to that size in a few months time, because I only planted this last year. Would be at least, well, at the most 8 months ago. But now it's grown so big because we had so much rain, and where I have this as well is grown out in the open. So you can see the similarity of the color. There you go. So it's one plant that it's a must-have, put it that way, it's a must-have. So it's just a gorgeous color in when it's cold, and during summertime they would look like this. So this is my oldest Schichi-kuksi. So this is the one that's in the pot, because the oldest one is actually still in the garden. But this one, I would have to say, is one of the oldest one that I started with one plant. So that is the mother plant at the center, in the center. And these are all babies already. And if I compare it with these other ones here, you can see that this one is just much wider. So expose it to the sun, and as it ages, it will go white like this one. So this one now is still a baby snowball. Now if I put them together, you can see the Mexican snowball is more compact. It's forming more like a ball. So there you go. Echeveria Schichi-kuksi, a plant worth having. And I also have them actually planted in small pots. And this is one that I am bonsifying. Check that out. It's so gorgeous. It's just so gorgeous. This one, I planted them the same time as, hang on, I'll just move that elegans away. So these two were planted at the same time. One decided to form a cluster, just like this other one here. And then the other one is still starting to form a cluster. So in there you can see, I mean, I can see that there's lots of, can you see the little gap there? That's babies that's about to pop out. Also, the growth habit of Schichi-kuksi, they tend to go on the side unless this one wants to crest up. But again, there's 1, 2, 3 plants down in the bottom. So I don't know if you can see that. But so there's 1, 2, 3 and probably more up the top. So anyways, oh yeah, so 3, 4, 5. So by maybe next year, this one might end up looking like this. So there you go. If you haven't got Echeveria Schichi-kuksi, please go get one because you are going to love it. And it's a very prolific grower. So you can see now, so say for example, if I were to harvest all these plants, which is going to go in my garden by the way, then I will have an area wherein it's just Schichi-kuksi planted in with other plants. So I got more, it's like a staple plant. So this one and amongst with also a couple of other plants. But anyway, so that's it guys. So for now, our Echeveria Schichi-kuksi. Oh yes, by the way, I also have this one planted in here. And you can see they're all starting to pop up as well. Although they're small, all the little bulbs are coming out and eventually they're gonna go end up looking like this. Oh, beautiful plant. Look at that. Gorgeous!